Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Lamada, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely. Won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing.
Good morning and welcome to Story Time. Thank you for joining me today, and apologies for coming in late today. My computer decided to restart right before we went on. So here we are though. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome today to Story Time. Happy Thursday indeed. And we have another amazing book to read together. Good morning to you. And this one is How Big is Baby? And this one is written by KIRSTEN Hall and illustrated by AKI. Good morning to you and welcome, and I hope you're ready to enjoy this one with me today. Thank you for being here, and please, as always, let me know where you're joining in from and who is joining in with you. Thank you for being here. Happy Thursday. And if you're in Oakland like me, Oakland Unified is out today for the students. Happy summer to each and every one of you, and of course, see you soon in the fall. But in the meantime, we have the summer to enjoy. Thank you so much for joining in. And for those school districts that are still going, well, we are supporting you, rooting for you for the last few weeks of school this year. Thank you so much for joining in and welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Our story today, How Big is Baby? Yes, I'm excited about this one. And also I am excited because tomorrow after the reading, we will be having a parent panel. And yes, some people you will know, some people you will have seen, at least in the comments, and they'll be here sharing their stories, sharing their love for their little ones and all the challenges and joys and fears and love that come with parenting. Thank you so much for joining in. And of course, a big thank you to those parents that will be with us here tomorrow sharing their bit. Thank you so much for being here. Please do tune in for that tomorrow as well and stick around. And of course, be reminded or just get that pat on the back for whatever that you are doing. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you, Amanda. How are you doing today? And good morning to you, baby Bia in Seattle, where it's rainy, cloudy, windy, sunny. Oh my goodness, your weather is confused for sure. Wow. Well, I am glad you're here, still able to spend time with us today on Story Time. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, Seattle, they're getting some crazy, crazy weather. Rainy, cloudy, windy, sunny, all a mush mash together. Thank you so much for joining in today. Welcome to Story Time. Good morning to you, Sarah and Nathan, and of course, Amanda West. Yes, the other Amanda West, and Sarah and Nathan joining us from stormy Illinois. Well, I hope you're well, and I'm glad you're here. Yes, weather, all sorts of weather right now. Thank you so much for sharing and for being here with us. Good morning to you. The two Amandas in the house. Good morning to you, Ellen Edwards. How are you doing today? And you're joining us from cloudy and windy Chicago. Yes, yes, yes. There's some serious weather competition here going on. I hope you're all okay. Thank you for being here, Ellen. Good to see you. And back in Washington, good morning to you and in Bothell. Good morning to you, Tori Gamble and Liana. And you say happy Thursday to everyone that is tuned in right now. Well, thank you so much for joining in and for sending that lovely message. Thank you for being here. Good morning to you, Liana. And of course, good morning to you, Tori. Good morning. Good morning. Chongo Mushipi Lubaba, how are you doing today? Shinten, Nicholas, Tetesha, Raphael, and Auntie Savia, how are you doing today? Joining us from Lusaka, Zambia. Thank you so much for being here. Great to have you all with us. And of course, thank you for joining in, Auntie Savia. Good to see you here. Welcome to the Storytime community. Thank you for being here. Awesome. All right, Karen Toppin, how are you doing today? And please remind me, Karen, who is joining in with you. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. I absolutely love it. Good morning to you, Jen Veda. How are you? Thank you for joining in, and hopefully see you later at Emerson. Thank you so much for being here, Jen. Surprise having you on a Thursday, but school is out. Yes, if you're in Auckland, school is out. Enjoy the summer, enjoy the break. But of course, for the teachers, we still have 2 more days to go. Thank you for joining in, and I hope you're ready for this one. How Big is Baby? Yes, written by KIRSTEN HALL and illustrated by AKI. Good morning to you, Jan Veda. And good morning to you, Ingrid. How are you doing today? And you say it's snowing right now. Thanks once more for sharing stories. Wow, amazing. Ingrid, I must be honest, I did not realize that it snows in Argentina, but thank you for sharing that. And good morning to you. Welcome to Storytime. I hope you're staying warm and cozy and, of course, ready for this wonderful story that we have today. Jen Veda, yes, indeed. Happy last day of school. I am so ready. I am going to enjoy it. Enjoy the summer. Thank you for sharing that, Jen Veda. And of course, Karen Toppin joining us from Georgia. Thank you so much for that reminder. As always, good to see you here on Storytime. Thank you so much. Good morning to you, Jonathan Marshall. How are you doing? Summer came early in Philly. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for being here, and good to see you one more time. Thank you so much. All the way out in Guatemala, how are you doing today? Eduardo, good to see you here. Thank you. Welcome to the Storytime community. How are you doing? Great to see you. And of course, I think you might be the first one joining us from Guatemala. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining in. Carrie in Sacramento, and of course Lomani Lee, how are you doing today? Hopefully not too cold, not too sunny, or not too hot in Sacramento. Thank you so much for joining us. Good morning to you, and thank you for being here. Borden and Chrissy, how are you doing today out in Vermont, in Burlington, Vermont? Thank you so much for joining in. Good morning to you, and welcome to Storytime. Oh my goodness, I have missed you. Good to see you back. How are you doing? Pamela Courtney, and of course joining us from Nakitosh, Louisiana. Hopefully Braylon, Kavaya, and Chad are here with us as well. And you're saying enjoying the sunny weather. Well, glad to hear that. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning to you. And of course, good morning to you, the homeschooling folk. Thank you so much. And I hope you're having a lovely snack to go with Storytime today. Good to know. Thank you so much. We learn every day. And you're saying Patagonia has the craziest weather. Well, thank you for sharing, Ingrid. A lesson indeed for all of us. For me personally, learning something right there. Thank you so much for sharing. All right. Are we ready for our story today? Let us get started with this one. And it is called How Big is Baby? Yes. How big are your babies? Where are they now? Are they in college? How big is Baby? So let's read this one. And it is written by KIRSTEN HALL, illustrated by Aki, and reading it with permission of Chronicle Books of San Francisco. You ready? All right. Let's see what this one is about. Oh, 1 month. Today, Mommy gave me some big news. We are having a baby. Inside Mommy's tummy is a tiny baby who will grow for 9 months. Whoa. But would you believe it? Would you believe it is only the size of a poppy seed? Yeah, that tiny. Right there. Whoa. Well, 2 months. What happens then? Mommy and I go blueberry picking. I bring my favorite bucket for us to share. One for you, one for me. Mommy holds up a blueberry and tells me our baby is this big. Whoa. How big? That big. Says this month, the baby's nose, mouth, and ears begin to appear, and its arms and legs look like paddles. Whoa. So in the second month is when the baby's nose, mouth, and ears begin to appear. Whoa. How about that? Well, are you curious like me right now? What happens in the third month? Well, let's find out. Well, in the third month, 3 months, my new teacher and classmates are excited to hear my news. My friends are excited to hear my news too. After school, I have a snack with Mommy. Our baby is now the size of my favorite fruit, a grape. Whoa. But what else happens after 3 months? The baby is growing ears and fingernails. It is getting more active. The baby is kicking, stretching, and hiccuping. Its tiny fingers are moving. What? Whoa. Yep, that happens after 3 months. But what else? What about after 4 months? What happens? Well, the apple orchard is packed with kids. I am the only one with a new baby coming. Mommy tries an apple and tells me our baby is this size. I smile. Size of an apple. Wow. But what else happens after 4 months? The baby's face muscles are working now, which means it can open and close its mouth. Some babies start sucking their thumbs this month, and most can sense light even though their eyelids are closed. Whoa, how about that? 5 months. 5 months. What happens then? Well, while we make Thanksgiving dinner, Mommy tells me she is thankful for me. I am thankful for her and the baby too, even though we haven't met. Mommy tells me our baby has grown more. It is the size of a carrot. Whoa! But what else happens? Look at that. Well, the baby eats what your mommy eats through the umbilical cord. It is getting stronger as it flexes its arms and legs. The baby can hear your voice, so say nice things to it when you can. How about that? At this time, the baby can hear you. Maybe it's time to read those stories. 6 months. Well, after 6 months, Mommy and I are the best cuddlers. When I hug her belly, I can feel our baby. I try to guess which parts of the baby I am feeling. Head, foot, arm, but I don't know if I'm right. She says our baby is the size of a spaghetti squash. Do you have spaghetti squash where you are? 6 months. Let's find out more. What else happens? The baby is moving, kicking and jabbing. Its lips and eyelids are starting to show, and it can swallow too. Whoa! So much has happened in 6 months. Well, let's find out more. 7 months! At the grocery store, Mommy hands me an eggplant. This baby is growing fast. Even though it's getting big, it won't be able to do anything by itself. Will you help bathe, dress, and feed our baby? Yes! Well, what is happening after 7 months? The baby is getting longer and its skin is less wrinkled. It is growing hair, sleeping on a schedule, and getting ready to take its first breath. Whoa. How about that? Well, 8 months. One more month and this baby will be here. Well, let's find out for 8 months what happens. Today we're going to make soup. Mommy brings home a bag filled with ingredients. When she takes a cabbage out of the bag, we both smile. This is how big our baby is now. Whoa. The baby has eyelashes and is blinking. Its head is growing larger and can turn from side to side. Its lungs are getting stronger too. So when it arrives, it can cry and coo. Oh, what we've been waiting for. 9 months. What happens then? The farmer's market is back. Mommy and I each carry a sack to fill. When she holds up a pineapple, I know what she's going to say. Our baby is this long. I pick a bouquet of flowers. I want our home to look beautiful for our baby. Oh, well, let's not forget to read that part. The baby is gaining more weight so it doesn't get too cold when it enters the world. Its brain is getting bigger. It's getting ready because it's almost time for, almost time for the baby to come. Oh, 10 months. Hello, baby. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. The end of that story. And that is How Big is Baby? A great way to count the months and, of course, to also learn about how a baby grows. All those wonderful steps that happen. Inspiring steps that happen indeed. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed that wonderful, wonderful story. And again, apologies for coming in late today. Yes, was running on Zambian time, but my computer decided to restart right before we came on air. So hopefully tomorrow we're back right on time and join me again for another wonderful story. But today we had How Big is Baby? I hope you all out there could relate to some of that was happening in that book. Tomorrow we're back with another exciting book, and this one is called 10 Hugs and Kisses. Yes, all that we need right now. This is exactly what we need. 10 Hugs and Kisses coming in tomorrow. Please do join me for that one. Another one from Chronicle Books. But remember too that I will be joined right here by a panel of parents, and we will be talking about what it is to be a parent, and of course all the different things that you go through. Yes, the love, the joy, the fears, everything that happens. And we'll be talking to people here sharing with us. Amanda Waltman will be here with us tomorrow. I'm excited about that. We'll have another good friend of mine, Victor Chavez, and there'll be others as well coming in to join tomorrow. So please stick around after the reading tomorrow and learn a little bit more about parenting. New parents, old parents, you are all welcome to share in our discussion tomorrow. But of course, today we were reading How Big is Baby? A wonderful way to learn about pregnancy and the term it is, of course. Thank you so much for joining in today. And cool that you have these little flaps that have extra information in here for you to read and learn a little bit more about that period in pregnancy. Thank you so much for joining in Story Time today. Let us see who was with us and got to enjoy that book with us. Lomani Lee, one more time, thank you for joining us out in Sacramento. And of course, you were joining in with Carrie. And good morning to you, Borden. How are you doing today? Good to see you out in Burlington, Vermont. And of course, you joined in with Chrissy. Good morning to you. Braylon, Kavaya, and Chad, good good to see you back and love it that you're enjoying the sunny weather out in Nakitosh, Louisiana. Thank you for being here. And in Patagonia, how are you doing? Yes, thank you for joining in, Miss Ingrid. And hopefully your crazy weather doesn't get too crazy. Thank you so much for joining in and, of course, for teaching us today. Karen Toppin is saying, this is so cute and edifying. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Karen. Absolutely love it that you were here with us. Thank you so much. And Amanda Walkman, you say, cute book. I wish we had this when I was pregnant with Bia. It would have been fun to show Big Sis smiling. Absolutely. Well, Amanda, maybe another one is coming and you have that book now to refer to. Good morning to you, everybody that joined in. I hope that book indeed we can share with our friends, and definitely one I feel like parents out there should have. Thank you so much for joining in and for sharing. Yes, it is great for little brothers and sisters to be. Yes, honestly, absolutely love it. Thank you for sharing that. Karen Toppin, thank you. Thank you so much. I needed to hear that. Thank you. Absolutely love it. And I am glad that you enjoyed the book too. Thank you so much. And Chrissy Mitchell Adams, you say excited about the parent panel tomorrow. Well, thank you so much. I hope you will be able to join us and enjoy it. And of course, please do share your insight as well. As the parents are sharing on that panel, we hope to hear from you as well. Thank you so much for joining in. This has been story time for today. I absolutely love it. Yeah. Famous last words, Amanda. Famous last words. All right. Well, thank you for joining in. Absolutely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining in. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are. As you can see here today, my smile is double, extra smile because it is the last day of school. Get a little break, enjoy it. But story time will carry on. We'll be here enjoying many great books. And tomorrow we will be here with 10 hugs and kisses. And of course, the amazing parents will be here with us on the Parent Forum. I am excited for that one. Jade, thank you. Good to know. And of course, Ava Scarlett, not forgetting you, sweetheart. You say, I love this story. How are you? Well, I am wonderful. I am great. I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for asking. All right. Well, I will see you back right here at 11 a.m. Pacific time. I will be on time. Have a lovely day, everyone. Much love to each and every one of you. And of course, God willing, we're back here at 11 a.m. Pacific time. Please do join me then. Hugs and kisses to each and every one of you. And of course, please remember, every little bit that you do matters. All those little things that we do matter. Whether it's sharing in a discussion, whether it's just sharing some love, donating to something, helping clean something, helping an elderly neighbor, something that you can do, something that is in your power to make this world a wonderful place indeed. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you tomorrow for 10 hugs and kisses. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Favorite stories with this great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some with people who look like me, others very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of your stories. Read me all of your stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Lamada. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. truly matter, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't live lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.